This week in Shul, we will begin a new Chumash, Bamidbar, also commonly referred to as Numbers, Parshat Pikudim. And in this parsha we talk about numbers, lots and lots of numbers, because there's a count of the Bnei Yisrael, 603,550 people. Now, there's a few counts that happens here. There's a first count, counts all the tribes, all the people in the tribes, great. Then there's a second count for Shevet Levi. And then there's a third count for the Bechorim of the Jewish people. Now, you would expect all the counts to be similar, not in number, but in the way the count was done. Yet we find a discrepancy. The Torah tells us to count the Bnei Yisrael miben esrim shana v'mala, from 20 years and above. That's how you count the people. Kol yotzei tzava, the way they go out to the army, you go out to the army when you're 20, you get counted as a Jew when you're 20. Yet we find, when we read about the count of the Levium, their count went from 30 days old. And I understand, okay, they were at the smallest tribe of the Jewish people had 32,000 and change, and the Levium, Sachakol and Tol, had 22,000. And that's 22,000 from 30 days old, a much smaller tribe. But what gives you a right to count from 30 days old? If the count's from 20 years, count from 20. If the count's from 30 days, count from 30. Why the discrepancy? I was at a bris this week in Lakewood, and the grandfather of the boy who had his bris, Rabbi Greenspan, said over the following principle from Rabbi Moshe Feinstein, and he explained as follows. Rabbi Moshe says, why is it that we wait till 20 years old to count a Jew? A Jew's a Jew when he's born a Jew, we count him as a Jew. So why wait till 20? So he says, listen, there's a significance to the number 20. Ben Esrim Shana is when a person is totally liable for everything he does, totally held responsible. In Judaism is at 20 years old. So until 20, we don't know what the outcome of this guy is going to be. He may decide when he gets to 20, forget about it. When a guy hits 20 and he's still on, we're pretty confident that he'll stay on the path. So why from Shevet Levi do we start at 30 days old? Says Rabbi Feinstein. He says, Levium, Shevet Levi had a mission. Their mission was to educate the Jewish people. He said, in Shevet Levi, if the kid was Yotzei Minefa, we knew that this kid wouldn't die before 30 days. Once we know he made it and he's going to live, the Torah was confident that he was going to stick to his mission. That's Shevet Levi. We find the Bechor also was counted from 30 days. Why is that? This is a regular Jew. He should be counted from 20 years. Why from 30 days? And I think the same principle applies. Because until this week's Parsha, do you know who served the Jewish people? Who brought the karbanos in the Mishkan? Who was in charge? It was the Bechorim. They lost that privilege after the Cheder Egel, but it was their responsibility. That means that the Bechorim were also raised with a certain mission in their family, and that's what kept them on. So they also got counted from 30 days. The message is clear. If we educate with a mission, with a pride, with a determination, that we have a message to give out to the world, then the message sticks. As we approach Shavuos, and Bamidbar is always read before Shavuos, HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells us, all the Jewish people, we have a special place amongst the nations of the world. And that's, we're meant to be the Mamlechas Koyanim and the Goy Kadosh, God's emissaries to the world. We have to inculcate that message in ourselves. Raise our kids with that message. And Be'ezus Hashem, we will see many generations leading the way.